Amid the pages of history, we journey to the fertile lands of Egypt, known to the ancients as Kemet, located in Africa. Thanks to the Nile River and its annual floods, this region transformed into a fertile cradle for the emergence of a magnificent civilization. The sacred Nile was a powerful magnet that gathered human tribes along its banks, fostering agriculture and animal husbandry. This era is recognized as a pivotal stage in the development of Egyptian civilization, as agriculture enabled people to shift from a nomadic lifestyle of hunting and gathering to permanent settlement and cultivation of the land. The Egyptians divided a full agricultural cycle into 3 distinct seasons. The flood period was called Akhet, the planting season was known as Peret, and the harvest season was Shimu, when they reaped the fruits of their labor. Wheat and barley were among the most important crops, used primarily for bread and food. Alongside them, various legumes and vegetables were cultivated. Grapes, dates, figs, and pomegranates were also significant produce of this period. Primitive irrigation systems such as canals and basins were employed to channel the Nile's waters and irrigate the fields. The practice of crop rotation, alongside proper land management, helped preserve and improve soil quality. Farmers used simple tools like wooden hoes, plows, and sickles to ease their work and increase efficiency. Agriculture and animal husbandry served as the main sources of livelihood, providing food and employment for many, alleviating some of the ancestors' worries about daily sustenance. Consequently, they could focus their minds on developing their civilization. This not only fostered progress in arts, architecture, construction, and early crafts such as weaving, pottery, jewelry making, and tool production, but also contributed to the establishment of local markets and trade exchanges. The flourishing of agriculture led to the gradual expansion of villages settled along the Nile's banks and the formation of early governance in the region. As these early governments grew in population, their desire to expand their territories for greater resources and to enhance their authority increased. Thus, the ambition for power surpassed all limits, driving rulers toward aggression against neighboring states. This ambition ultimately divided Egypt into 2 regions, Upper and Lower Egypt. Both Egyptian kingdoms were distinct areas with separate cultural, political, and economic characteristics. This division was mainly based on the flow of the Nile River. Each region had its own rulers and local centers of power, leading to recurring conflicts and struggles for dominance. After years of strife between these 2 areas, Narmer, the ruler of Upper Egypt, was able through military power and innovative strategies to end the long conflict between his realm and Lower Egypt. By uniting the 2 kingdoms, he formed a unified Egypt and crowned himself the first sole pharaoh. In doing so, Narmer was seen by society as a superhuman figure, almost semi-divine, and the people accepted serving him. As it is, he laid the foundation of the first dynasty of Egyptian rule. Through this unification, their religious beliefs, politics, culture, and art were also merged. One of the most significant ancient artifacts related to Narmer is the Narmer palette, which depicts him triumphing over Egypt. This palette is recognized as one of the oldest historical documents of Egypt. During Narmer's reign, Egypt's religious and cultural beliefs flourished. He emphasized the development of infrastructure and construction throughout Egypt. The building of temples and religious monuments was among his activities, which greatly influenced Egypt's cultural and social growth. Narmer's rule is considered a turning point in Egyptian history that later enabled the expansion of ancient Egyptian civilization. After Narmer, each pharaoh who ascended the throne sought to maintain their godlike image by commissioning exclusive and symbolic monuments and performances to compel the people to follow their principles. Accordingly, the Egyptian people endeavored to avoid the pharaoh's wrath, to pursue their objectives and those of the religious authorities who presented themselves as executors of divine laws, obeying their do's and don'ts.